consistency is the name of the game. We have to value ourselves before anyone. The sun is always shining, but when we put that kind of a magnifying glass under that paper, the paper will get flamed. It is not that in the sun, it is on that magnified glass which is going to magnify this. I feel that hard work should be there, and then actually, luck automatically will follow. Even you're having lots of fortune, what if actually if you don't really realize the kind of thing which you really had? That is one of the problems. You don't ever lose your focus. Uniqueness, yes, you have to work hard, you have to think different, you have to achieve fast, you have to be very consistent. Execution of the plan and the vision is always important. If there is no execution, you just miss out. Okay, someone will be doing, and then we say that, oh my God, actually I thought of this thing, but that small is beautiful, big is powerful.
I am your host Gaurav Garg, and we welcome all our viewers to our show Amazing Mentor. Today with us is Mr. Lakshmi Narasimha Murthy. He is an IAS officer with an MBA from Birla Institute of Technology and Science, Pilani. He is an expert in IT strategy and transformation, blueprints and technology roadmap definitions. It's a pleasure to welcome Lakshmi Narasimha Murthy to our show Amazing Mentor. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Pleasure being connected with you on this platform.
So tell us about your childhood and any particular childhood memories that you still remember clearly, which you would like to share on our show.
I've been the only son for my parents. I go back to my class 10. I used to go with the kind of papers called The Hindu, right? That actually there is a science and technology edition used to be there. And I used to be studying and going through those kind of an articles. In those days itself, it's a very different and very challenging kind of a thing. I used to get lots and lots of knowledge. Like for example, if I say, like the science and the rocket science and all the astronomical science and all that sort of features, they used to publish in the newspaper. So it is a very great learning for me from those particular days itself. And as I said earlier, the consistency is the name of the game, right? Because lots of people used to ask me where you got this much of knowledge and all that. I give total credit to that kind of learning, where actually it is a very steadfast learning in terms of me actually getting through all the newspapers and current affairs and also the kind of articles they used to publish and all that. And that is one thing which really got the kind of a thing, because as I mentioned earlier, I come from the Harvard Business School, and I did my specialization in disruptive innovation, and I'm the topper for that disruptive innovation. I remember those things only just like that.
So what about your schooling and higher education?
I've done the schooling from Vigyan School, that is my 10th and everything, plus 12 and all that, Hindu College, that is from Guntur itself. Most of the part of my education is from Guntur. And then I have done from MCA from Andhra University, Master in Computer Applications, and then MTech from Central University, Hyderabad. In between, I got this GNID on Bhavishya Jyoti scholarship. Later on, I've been directly invited for chief architect for the IBM itself. And then actually my education and all that, later on 2012, I went to the Harvard Business School on program and leadership development, that is an executive MBA. And in that actually my specialization was disruptive innovation. I've done up lately this MBA FinTech and Master in Police Administration. So this is something new because I'm a little bit more into reforms and all that. I'm also a research scholar on police reforms and CBI reforms and all that at this point of time. I'm a scholar in SDAC, means the Satellite Data Acquisition Center in Astral Rockets from ISRO. From Mysore University, I'm also a research doctorate pursuing interdisciplinary course called Spirituality with Human Cognition.
Too much in your basket, sir.
It's God's grace, you see. I do have this kind of an opportunity, and yet again it's LP called Senior Executive Leadership Program from Harvard Business School, and another program called Owner or President Management Program from Harvard Business School. Same.
So there is too much of you in your basket. So as a child, what was your dream profession that I want to be this when I grow up?
You see, my domain is IT, especially because IT is my core domain, and I wish actually to be one of the architects. It is not that actually I want to prove myself that all the people started around me telling that, programmer, developer, project leader and all that. But I didn't stop over to achieve the Sun Certified Enterprise Architect and all that. it's a massive kind of a thing, because the 90% is the pass level. Fortunately, I'm the one actually who has topped this thing. I got 100 out of 100% in security, IT architectures and all that. So that really gave me that kind of a push and impetus to learn more and to do more to the our IT community and all that. And later on, actually, I got Honorable Prime Minister's initiative and all that. I got this kind of an impetus to give certain policy, right? So, to which would help our India. I had given this national digital communication policy, whereas the government of India and, the Honorable Prime Minister really received it very well, graciously. And he has given in his discretionary powers through lateral entry scheme, this IAS. Like, I'm the one in top 9. And really, I didn't expect, not in one of my wildest of the dreams.
So what all college memories, especially notorious memory, because each and every one have our own college life memories. So any college memories that you would like to share?
I'm the one actually, for most of them, I'm a little bit peculiar. Let me tell you that, because lots of people enjoy the kind of in their college life and all that. But I'm always like, I don't say I'm a bookworm and all that, but I love to watch movie freak and all that, but couldn't get that kind of the time to actually, in terms of flamboyant and all that. There is some sort of inner desire actually for me to go to. I used to work on my own this thing, as I said earlier also. And I'm very, very, because, if you see my library in my home, it would be like piled up to this extent, the Hindu newspapers itself. And that really made me actually to think differently. And it not only differently, but actually to make something good in society and all that. That really made kind of a thing. And actually, while saying that good memories and all that, I used to be called Mr. Clean. I don't drink, I don't smoke and all that, but I really enjoy, being in my friend's company. We being in the corporate, it's been a curse for lots of people. They think that, okay, how to be according to the flow and all that. But you see, you have to develop your own individuality. You have to have that kind of a conscience that your heart, that, okay, you are true to yourself.
Where did you started your career journey from?
Professional journey from MCA, Andhra University itself. Because you see, by the 2000 itself, because when I completed my graduation, I got this sort of accreditation from the Sun Microsystems, Enterprise IT Architect. Because even today, that is one of the toppest of the courses. Nobody, I don't see in my circle, no contemporaries. Because that's a very tough job, tough professional examination, where actually that is the pinnacle, that is the toppest of the top kind of a thing. So in that only, as I said earlier, there needs to be lots of homework and preparation, right? Because even when there is no Google and all that, because nowadays we see for everything we go only one-stop shop solution, that is Google. If Google says I don't know, we don't know, right? But in those days also, I was totally delighted by actually getting that kind of a certification, because that really gave me the kind of a confidence. I achieved what I really planned for. So from there onwards, I started, because, and one thing actually, I'm also the one who has given the design specifications for the EJB, Enterprise Java Beans 3.1 version. So those times actually giving that sort of a thing. Today, actually, if I see back myself, look back myself, and I really feel accomplished.
According to you, what is the role of luck, hard work, and smart work in the success of any person?
I really give this sort of a thing for hard work, because consistency is the name of the game. Once you have a clear vision kind of a thing and all that, and you really believe in yourself, one has to have that kind of a belief in ourselves. We have to value ourselves before anyone. We should not doubt on our own ability and all that. But the thing is, actually, as I said, my mantra is consistency is the name of the game. You do any kind of a thing and you be steadfast, focused, single point focused and all that. It's a really known example, like, the sun is always there, the sun is always shining, but when we put that kind of a magnifying glass under that paper, the paper will get flame, right? It is not that in the sun, it is on that magnified glass which is going to magnify this. I feel like hard work should be there, and then actually, luck automatically will follow. Even you're having lots of fortune and all that, but what if actually if you don't really realize that kind of thing which you really had? That is one of the problems. I believe in the hard work.
So how was your shift from private organizations to government organizations?
There was a lots of art and push, and there was a need to give something back to my country. I was thinking like, what is the best which I could really contribute to my state, my nation and all that. And I zeroed in towards the IT domain, which I come from, right? And so in that kind of a context, I've got this sort of a draft National Digital Communication Policy. According to the Government of India and Department of Telecommunications and the Ministry of Telecommunications, they evaluated the entire vision kind of a thing, the blueprint and all that. It is going to give 1% of the GDP. It is going to contribute to 1% of the GDP of the country at those times is 6 lakh crores. And it is a way actually to come up with $5 trillion economy, and which the Honorable Prime Minister didn't stop a movement, I think. And he has, got this sort of a lateral entry, and I'm a senior select IAS through that. And from there, actually, I'm also the architect for the National Communication Spacecom policy for the ISRO. So I think that is how I actually turned to this from private to government domain.
So was it easy to adjust in the government domain because you have got the senior most post, and there would be many juniors people or many people who have passed their UPSC examination and then they have entered into IAS or IPS or any XYZ thing. So was it easy to adjust with that?
At the beginning, it was really not that easy, because to comprehensively make them to understand what exactly we are trying to do and all that. But fortunately, I got the support from the very highest level. It gives more and more confidence, and it also gives lots of responsibility in terms of actually whatever we are doing, are we doing in the correct line of thinking and to the vision of the leadership vision.
So who is your mentor?
At Harvard Business School, Sir Ratan Naval Tata was my mentor. And here actually my virtual mentor is none other than the great Honorable Prime Minister himself.
So if anybody would want to join IAS through lateral scheme, what would be the procedure?
It was in the year 2017 actually, Honorable Prime Minister has given this sort of initiative. There was a little background. He was feeling depleted of all the kind of current resources at this point of time. All the current top administrative officers lack some sort of the kind of a knowledge, the kind of a domain knowledge and the expertise. Being that the committee under him actually has a high power committee, has drawn certain qualifications, like, prerequisite qualifications and all that. According to that, the person should be having 15 plus years of industrial experience and should be having lots of academic excellence, right? So in that kind of a context where I fit myself is I was having 18 plus years of industrial experience in the software industry and all that. And in all these domains, he has named 9 domains, like, revenue, IT, finance, power sector, transport, lots of things like that. And I was the only one actually to get shortlisted at that point of time.
So what are your current roles and responsibilities?
My current role, since I've been actually senior select officer from the Honorable PMOs, and I'm having my own company. So I'm into disruptive innovation, and we are coming up with new supercompute data facility, which is going to be the most powerful, and it is having here. It is a very, very unique in terms of on the planet itself, and most compact, most powerful, and it would be very helpful our country to get all this sort of conventional issues like drug discovery. And we are coming up with the Sanjeevani, which is a drug discovery module, so which would really help our frontline warriors and the doctors to really decode that virus. So there is lots of things actually coming.
So what all are do's and don'ts you would suggest to young generation while starting their career journey?
You see, only one mantra, actually, be yourself and believe in yourself, and you should have that kind of a burning desire. And I always believe that burning desire means actually, the desire should burn within you. Like, I want to become means you have to have that kind of thing. And when you approach that sort of an attitude and the kind of a perception which you are aiming for your goal, and nothing is going to stop you. Like, always believe in small is beautiful, big is powerful. It is always useful, and don't ever lose your focus. That is the only thing. And the straight and the very simplest of the simple example is that one actually, when the sun is always there, just we need to have that kind of a magnifying glass, and whatever underneath it will burn, right? So let ourselves be like horses, blinders. So once it is there, job is done. But you have to have that kind of a focus. The consistency is the name of the game. There is nothing beyond. There is no mantra. There's no rocket science kind of a thing. Yes, you be there. Just be there.
And what would be your advice to students who are just new to software industry?
Software industry is little bit tricky because you have to use your lots of brain, that is for sure. And just be yourself. You keep on. You don't actually lose the track, kind of. That is most important. You have to stick to your objective, like what exactly you want from this career. And if it is not that, some sort of, there are lots of certifications, right? And certifications will definitely give lots of enhancement, but the internal thing, you have to have that kind of an attitude to bring that some sort of a uniqueness. There are lots of people, coming with lots of qualifications and all that. What is that actually makes you different, unique from others? And you have to have that kind of pricking and poking attitude to yourself, not to tell to the world and all that, but to have that kind of a self-contentment. That is what actually, which really matters a lot. Uniqueness, yes, you have to work hard, you have to think different, you have to achieve fast, you have to be very, very consistent.
So now we will start a rapid round.
Really? Yes.
Your favorite actor and actress?
Pooja Hegde, actress, and actor is still Amitabh Bachchan.
Your favorite color?
Blue.
Your favorite destination?
It is Switzerland.
Your favorite car?
BMW M5, which I am having now.
Things in your wish list?
You see, I want to represent the United Nations Forum in terms of the Sustainable Development Goals. That is the only wish.
What would be your next step as far as career is concerned?
As I said, coming up with lots of versatility, should I say. Coming up with a supercompute data center is my next goal. And we are almost there. And it would really make lots of difference to the lives of we, the Indians. So that is one thing.
At last, one line that defines you.
Passionate and a happy-go-lucky person.
That is very clearly visible on you also.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time, and it was a pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thank you. It's pleasure is mine. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks for watching Amazing Mentor. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to get regular updates. Thank you very much.